Libra, welcome to your second monthly reading here on the Astroflower. It's going into Gemini season, and how the Gemini energies or the elements and the qualities within Gemini Astroflower affects you, Libra, in your Astroflower. Now, obviously, Gemini is a air sign, so let's just bring up the combination here that you can see. Your sign is obviously in a lot more brighter colors. The opaque colors are Gemini season, and obviously you are pure air, and it bodes very well for Gemini, simply because Gemini is obviously air at the surface, but they have that fire at the bottom, and fire and air go so well together. There is not one petal that we can see on here that doesn't work well together. You've got that double fire there. You've got the double fire here. Double air, water that comes through you. Double earth that comes through you here. The fire and the earth at the bottom. Even the earth and the air does work very well together. There is not a petal that doesn't work well. So it should be a really good season for you more than anything else. And it should be very fertile as well. It should bring in a lot for you, a lot of results, and help you to work through a lot of stuff on your subconscious level, and to bring that subconscious understanding to the fore and into your life. That should be working really well. I think as well, because you'll miss a little bit of fire in your sign, you literally only have that fire that comes in on these both sides here. I think it's going to make you a little bit more passionate about life this Gemini season, because Gemini has a lot more fire in them than they do air, actually. They're a force sign. So I think that's going to bode very well for you and help you to be a little bit more sort of passionate about your results, about what you want in life. Because if you want happiness, there is no other way than going after it. And I think that should have been a learning curve for you during the month of Taurus season. Okay, so here we have your flower already set out with the cards on it. Let's see, we've got the overall energies here, the karmic message on your relationship side, the karmic message on your financial side, influence on the universe, influence on your past self, future self, and the general sort of outcome. Okay, thank you very much for being here. By the way, welcome to all the new subscribers that we had last week. Absolutely lovely. Let's just see what's going on for the overall energies here. The hermit goes up a mountain to collect their dreams out of the stars when they get to the summit of that mountain. And there's trials and tribulations that they need to go through in order to get to the top of that mountain. And I feel like it's like you're at the foot of that mountain in a way. Yeah, it's a passionate, fiery mission that you're going on. And you know, mountains can be obstacles, and they can also be objectives, things that you really would like to get in your life. And I think this is where I was talking about, where there's a lot more fire in your sign coming in from Gemini. This is where I think the fire is going to give you that mission to go on. You should have realized a lot out of Taurus season, and the energy now, the overall energy is kind of going, okay, Libra, let's go. Sort of scenario. Let's see what's going on in your karmic mission on your relationship side. There's many possibilities and choices in life, although choices don't really exist. There's many possibilities in life. Let's stick with that. But when you look at all those possibilities, one of those possibilities is so evident. And I think this is where your karmic path on your relationship side is talking about the evident path here. How is it influencing that evident path? Victory. It's a crowning glory moment for you, I think. Once you recognize that evident path within you, you will get ultimate success and a joyous moment of kind of going, yes, life is really working for me, because you're recognizing emotionally, sort of spiritually, energetically, how these relationships, how your relationships with people can be in a very beautiful place if you engage in them and follow what is so obvious for you. Okay, and it is so obvious for you. It's not obvious necessarily obvious for someone else. It's obvious for you what path you should be going on. There's a big mission here that you're going on in regards to your heart this month. And the universe is bringing it in. It's bringing in a lot of emotions into your life, which you do get with that cardinal water that comes in. It's a choice. It's made, as I said, like it's bringing it in, but there's two sides to it. I think if you what the choice is here is very simple. Your happiness, not the happiness if it's okay here, if it's okay there, if it's okay here. If it's happy for you, then that's good. And it sometimes can be a difficult choice to make. But once you do make it, I feel it's trying to create you in a leader role in where you should be going in regards to relationships. It's trying to bring that to the surface by forcing a certain recognition of the evident path that you should be going down. Your connection from your past to your future. This is you've opened up on seeing the world in a different way. Justice. Yeah, I think this is very much a you card, and I think this justice is opening up to a new way of being because you've finally got clarification and justice on a situation that you might have been living in regards to relationships in the past. And this could be long-term past as much as, short-term past. It could be friends. It could be family. It doesn't necessarily mean a lover or a partner as such. It's much more of a case of that you are finding harmony within, you're making peace with your past. That's what it is. There you go. How's your future coming out? What's the future egging you on? I think this is the evident path as well, but it's in a physical sense. There's gonna be, although once you realize the evident path within you and now trying to realize it within your life and going on towards your victory, there's a certain moment where everything has to be physically engaged as well. And it seems like the future is bringing you into that. You get the Page of Cups. I think there's a certain degree where you could be thinking a lot about someone else or someone else could be thinking a lot about you. There is that aspect of all. But out the back of that is also you physically doing something about it. Don't just think about it, physically do it. That's the sort of thing I'm getting off of this. And this is where also at the same time in the future that's bringing you on, the future's sort of helping you to recognize also that before things looked impossible, but now things are starting to look possible, which I think is really good for you. On the general outcome for you, it's like you've streamlined a lot of things. It's almost like the Four of Cups. Like you streamlined a lot of things into one cup, like into that one cup um that page is actually looking into. And it's not all of it has been joyous. Some of it has been a little bit painful, I think, as well. Yeah, you're going, what comes out of this realization within you, not necessarily of actually putting into place, it just sits well with you. And I think that comes in because of that justice in the past. You're finally getting out of this month here, you're finally getting onto a situation where you feel a lot more comfortable about what has been going on in your life over the past year or even longer than that. And you're finding a place that is a lot more sort of livable, but also you're taking with you the dreams of not giving up on tomorrow. And I think that's what's coming to the fore here. I think you're opening up to real love. And yeah, that sometimes can be dangerous, as we all well know. But then if you don't open up, you'll never receive it either. And I think that will be much more catastrophic for you than anything else. Let's just see what's going on your financial side. This seems to be a lot more sort of vibrant as well. You're looking outwards rather than inwards. Here is much more looking inwards rather than outwards. Because that one's blind, as it were, as it's got a blindfold on. That one's like looking into a cup. This one here, they're looking forward, but it's all about sort of carrying yourself forward and everything like that. But here on the financial side, I think you're getting a bee in your bonnet, and you're going to go after what you want. And on your karmic path, it's getting out there and getting involved. Yeah, much more outward going. Ace of Wands here, out with the old and in with the new. A real sort of passionate. It's almost as if like your karmic mission now has sort of said, okay, you've now got to allow new things into your life and passionately engage in it. And this is where the fire comes into play. Passionately engage in it in order. You've got no choice here. You've got no choice. It's an engagement that you are really going to be enjoyful about. I think it's going to be really good for you. And I think that's helping you as well to be on your relationship side, to actually streamline a lot of things and go after what you want. On the influence from the universe, yeah, it's pulling you out as well. It's providing, it's almost like showing you a catalogue, as if to sort of say, there's lots of different things out there. Yeah, it's Queen of Wands. We got the Knight of Wands and the Queen of Wands now. The universe here is sort of saying here that there's lots of passions connected to that out with the old, and really getting a new passionate offering into your life, a new sort of realization about your passions, of where your passions lie, of where you want to be or where you want to be going in regards to your career path or your business or your job or your projects, whatever it is. And the Queen of Wands here is saying to you that you should be, when you're doing one thing, be very passionate about what you do. You may be doing a multitudes of different things, but being passionate at the moment that you're in something, you know what it's like when you do that. You're on fire. You really are, Libra. And it should pay very good dividends for you. And your past to your future, been a bit cloudy. It's been difficult to see where you should be. Oh, there you go, making up songs as we go. There is a lot of wisdom that comes out of this, obviously. You get the King of Swords here. And this is all about wisdom and judgment. And you get that justice on the same thing on that side there. I think it has been difficult for you to see, and this has forced you into a position where you've made judgments about your career path, your business, or your projects, or whatever you're doing. You've made, choices about that, or judgments about where you're going and what you're doing. And this is giving you a certain sort of wisdom, sort of saying, I'm never going to do that again. Or I'd like to do it in the future like this, because that time it worked, or it worked like that in the past. It's giving you a lot of clarity about where you should be going. What's the future self calling you on? I'm getting a lot of travel here. I'm getting a lot of it is going on a mission. It is tied into that Knight of Wands. Travel, it's almost going on, really physically going after what you want. Two of Pentacles. I think it's revealing to you what your future's saying here is, it's revealing to you in this month here of what the goals are for the going future. So it's revealing to you what you've got to do in order to get to where you want to be. And it will become blatantly obvious. And it's almost as if it's like you're taking a train and going somewhere. The train can't just go off and deviate into the fields and wander around. It's stuck on the rails. And this is the sort of thing I'm getting here, is where your future, it becomes really crystal clear about where you should be going. Really crystal clear. And there is sort of travel involved in it. Let's just see what the general outcome is for you. I think you're finding that calmer shores as well within your financial side, as much as not just in your relationship side. It's like the King of Cups that is turning up. Oh, you get the Page of Pentacles. You learning, or I think what's taking you onto the calmer shores is actually learning about mechanically what you need to do for the job that you are preparing yourself for, or what you need to do in your business physically in order to get the results. And the same thing within your projects. There is a degree of luck that goes along with this. Now, this is the outcome for this month here, and that's the next month coming forward. That's the future self. And that's what I mean by this. It seems to be like you're learning a lot about the environment that you need to be in, or the environment that you're in, and how that environment works over a period of time, so you can get the best results out of life. It's a very lucky card as well. It's like beginner's luck. That's the sort of feeling I get from it. And it could well be the fact that you're out with the old and in with the new. You might be getting a new job here, job offer or business offer, or something along that sort of line. Yes, there's a bit of a learning curve, but there's nothing better than learning. You love learning, Libras in general. You love discovering and exploring things, And I think that's what comes out of this whole sort of thing. Let's just see what's going on with the Light Seers card. You get the Two of Swords. You get the Two of Swords from the universe there, and I think they're in cahoots with you. The overall energy and the universal energies. It's sort of saying this mission here is either you choose it or you don't. And it's cards on the table moment. Seems like, no pun intended. With the Six of Wands, you get the Four of Wands. This is marriage. This is success through connection with another person who's although their plan may be completely different to yours in regards to relationships, when you put your plan up against their plan, it seems to work. And, that's where the choice has got to be happening for you, I think, more than anything else. And I think on your karmic path is to, connect your way of being, or the relationship that you wish to have with another person that is around you. With the Two of Swords, you get the High Priestess. Yeah, using your intuition to make this choice, I think is, there's no other sign that's as quick as you. You're a pure air sign, and that bodes very well for third eye sort of activity. And yeah, I think you're going to see it very clearly in the universal energy around you, in the way the stars are, that's going to give you the inclining of, I think it's to do with that Page of Cups as well, of realizing what seemed to be impossible is now going to become possible. With the Justice card, you get you. The Queen of Swords. Again, this is Justice card is you, and that is you as well. This is, I think, from the past. As I say, I don't think it's always been easiest, but I think you've realized a lot of things, and this is where you shouldn't ignore this situation. You should not ignore this situation. Really shouldn't ignore this situation. I said it in your weekly reading last week. And yes, it's not the easiest of choices. Hats off to you. It's not the easiest of choices, but you've got to make it. You've got to make that choice. All of a sudden, the impossible becomes possible. All of those gifts can suddenly arrive for you. All of a sudden, with the Page of Cups, you get the Nine of Cups, and you put that one cup, the impossible, with the possible. You get the Ten of Cups. Happiness after difficulty. Absolute joy. Success is yours. And I think you get once you do make this decision and go for it, I think it's going to take time for you to get to calm shores, obviously, but you will get there. You will get there. And you're going away from disappointment. That's what you're taking yourself to much better place, because you're taking yourself away from the complication of the past. And, it's once you recognize what is disappointing in life, you can recognize what is, absolutely beautiful and makes you happy. And that's what I would go to. The 5 of Cups, she's left with 2 cups, but she's spent 3. And it may be a case where, it's a change of environment in regards to sort of your community that is a bit daunting for you, but you've got to do it. You've got to change. You've got to evolve in it. Okay, on your financial side, did we not get the Knight of Pentacles earlier on? No, we didn't. Sorry, I thought we did. With this, out with the old and in with the new, is planting seeds for a brighter future, and that's what that is all about. You're learning about something, this opportunity that's come into your life, this new job or business opportunity, and it's planting a seed for a future that's gonna provide for you what you know or what you put in and you should be receiving. So it's not that it's guaranteed, it's just it's a sure, you're working on the sure things in life rather than working on the what could be. You're now working on what will be. 3 of Swords with the Queen of Wands. This new thing that's coming into you, it is, although the universe is asking you to go out and explore all those different sort of avenues and be really passionate about every sort of thing that you're involved in, but be completely passionate about it. Don't have your mind elsewhere. Because if you do, it's going to cause you pain and stress and strain. I think that pain and stress and strain, I got a funny feeling you've already been through. And that's why the universe is offering a lot of different opportunities that you can get very, very passionate about. With the King of Swords, you get the Knight of Wands. Yes, you're off on that mission. You're choosing to go on that mission. And that comes out of judgment and clarity and wisdom of what you've lived already. What you've been through already has now brought up a different opportunity for you, which is very much more sort of secure for you going forward. No doubt about it. The future self is making it absolutely clear what worked and what didn't work. Do not try to do too much. Allow the universe to take you forward rather than you having to push constantly to get you forward. That's why I think it's in the future, it's going to become blatantly clear that what you should be taking on and what you shouldn't be taking on. It is going to bring you ultimate success. And knowledge and understanding and learning about your environment, your physical environment within your workspace, within your business and your projects is going to be essential going forward. It's going to provide a lot of success for you. Absolutely beautiful success for you. There you go, Libra. Thank you very much for being with us. Really do appreciate it. I hope you get the best out of these readings. Really do. I hope you do get the best. Thank you very much for all the support you show this channel through subscribing, liking, sharing, commenting, whichever way it is. Absolutely lovely to see. I will see you either here or on Cymatic TV. I am doing a weekly reading, which will be coming out tomorrow. I'm putting out all the weekly readings out tomorrow. That's why your sign came out a day early today. Yes, but this is for the next sort of 3 or 4 weeks and how you interact with the energies of Gemini. Thank you very much for being here. I really do appreciate it. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.